The five most richest NBA players.
Number 5. LeBron James, $500 million. For a guy who has accomplished so much on the basketball court, it's interesting that LeBron would refer to potentially becoming a billionaire as his biggest milestone in the 2014 interview with GQ. Well, it appears that James is about to reach that landmark, as Forbes has reported that LeBron is expected to cross $1 billion in career earnings in 2021. He will become just the 5th active athlete to reach that milestone of $1 billion in career earnings, joining Tiger Woods, Floyd Mayweather, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Lionel Messi. So, how has LeBron gotten here, other than being one of the greatest basketball players of all time? The first part has helped him earn over $600 million before taxes in salaries over his career. His dominance on the court has also led to him securing a handful of prominent endorsements, such as his lifetime deal with Nike that he signed in 2015 that could be worth more than $1 billion alone. James also owned 1% of Beats by Dre before the company sold to Apple for $3 billion, making his cut $30 million. LeBron has shown zero signs of slowing down with his abilities to dominate in basketball or earning money. Number 4. Kobe Bryant, $600 million. A legend who we will never forget for what he did on and off the court, Kobe succeeded at everything he put his mind to. The 18-time All-Star and 5-time NBA champ earned just over $328 million in salary over the course of his playing career. During that same time period, Bryant also made around $350 million from endorsements. His fame was not confined to the United States, as his reach stretched all around the globe and specifically thrived in China. This allowed Kobe to sign Chinese-specific endorsement deals with companies like Alibaba and Sina.com. One of Bryant's best investments and a sign of his insane vision involved the sports drink Body Armor. While the drink's popularity has grown tremendously in popularity in recent years, it was not always that well known. In 2014, Kobe purchased a 10% equity stake in Body Armor for $6 million. Fast forward 4 years, and the company generated $400 million in 2018 alone, and Coca-Cola purchased a stake in Body Armor that valued the company as a whole at $2 billion, which meant Kobe's initial investment of $6 million was now worth $200 million before taxes. Before his tragic death, Kobe was making serious money moves. An icon taken away too soon. Rest in peace, Mamba. Number 3. Junior Bridgeman, $600 million. One of the only names on the list who the average sports fan may not be familiar with, Junior Bridgeman's net worth is almost definitely more than your favorite players. To be fair though, it did not come from his playing career, as his highest single-season salary was just $350,000. Bridgeman was primarily a sixth man in the NBA, but his financial decisions have been MVP caliber. Typically, when you hear about an athlete working at a fast food establishment, that means something went wrong with their career or financials. However, that wasn't the case with Junior. During the offseason, he would work in a local Wendy's to learn about the business. By the time he retired from the league, Bridgeman owned 3 Wendy's. He started Bridgeman Foods Inc. and kept buying more and more Wendy's until he eventually owned 160 of them and 120 Chili's locations. Junior became the second largest Wendy's franchise owner in the world. He is now the president and CEO of Coca-Cola Heartland Bottling Company, which makes around $650 million in revenue today. While he was never an NBA All-Star, Junior Bridgeman is a Hall of Famer when it comes to making money. Number 2. Magic Johnson, $600 million. Known for being the straw that stirred the Showtime Lakers, Magic had quite the NBA playing career, but somehow it pales in comparison to what he has done off the court with his financials. And that's saying something, as Johnson was a 5-time NBA champion, 3-time NBA Finals MVP, 3-time league MVP, and 12-time All-Star. After his stellar career came to a close, Magic became an entrepreneur, a very good entrepreneur. He launched a business empire called Magic Johnson Enterprises that is now valued at over $1 billion. In 1994, Magic paid $10 million for 5% of the Lakers, which he then sold in 2010 for an estimated $50 to $60 million. That was a good year for Magic, to say the least, as he also sold his chain of Starbucks for $75 million in 2010. He then reinvested some of those profits 2 years later as him and a group of partners purchased the Los Angeles Dodgers for $2 billion. The Dodgers have established themselves as a perennial power in Major League Baseball, having made the playoffs in every season from 2013 to now, and winning the World Series in 2010. So the team's value is only growing. Number 1. Michael Jordan, $1.6 billion. Just like on the basketball court, MJ is unstoppable when it comes to making money. Even though he's the greatest basketball player of all time, well, depending on who you talk to, Jordan only made less than $100 million through his contracts over his storied playing career. The majority of his net worth actually comes from stuff that Michael has done off of the court through endorsements and investments. Most notably, the Jordan brand has historically been his biggest moneymaker. As of 2015, MJ was reportedly making $100 million a year from Nike royalties alone. As unbelievable as it may seem, he actually makes more a year off of the Jordan brand than he did his entire NBA career. Another prominent source of wealth for Jordan involves his ownership of the Charlotte Hornets. He bought a majority stake in the team in 2010 when the team was valued at $175 million. Only 9 years later, the Hornets became worth $1.5 billion, so MJ agreed to sell a minority stake in the team. Unlike the team he owns and makes millions of dollars off of, Jordan always wins when it comes to investments or